There has never been a better time in the history of humanity to have a problem. Now, that might sound strange, even impossible, but I want you to stop and think about it. We are living in an era unlike any other. Our technology is more advanced than any point in human history. We can map the entire world from space, perform surgeries with robotic precision, and speak face to face with someone on the other side of the planet in real time. Artificial intelligence can translate language, create art, diagnose illness, and help us understand the mysteries of life itself. Our scientists are solving problems that once seemed insurmountable. They can detect cancer in its earliest stages, build prosthetic limbs that can move with thought, and send probes to the farthest reaches of space. Every day, breakthroughs happen that would have been called miracles a century ago. But here's what's most remarkable. For all the progress, the heart of every discovery still echoes something ancient, something divine. Because long before the microscope or the supercomputer, Jesus showed us how the smallest things could hold the greatest power. One day, Jesus and his disciples came across a man who had been blind from birth. His disciples asked, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" They saw a problem. Jesus saw an opportunity. He answered, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned, but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him." Then Jesus did something unexpected. He knelt down, spat on the ground, and made mud with his hands. With gentle care, he spread that mud over the man's eyes and told him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam." The man obeyed. He walked through the streets, guided by faith alone. And as the water touched his eyes, the world exploded into color and light. For the first time in his life, he could see. Now, think about that. Jesus didn't summon thunder from heaven. He didn't use gold or jewels or power. He used dust and water, the simplest elements of creation. He showed us that with the smallest particles of the earth lies the power to heal. And today, we do the same, though we call it science. We use the very dust of creation, atoms, molecules, cells, to bring healing and life. What Jesus demonstrated in the dirt of Jerusalem, humanity now echoes in hospitals, laboratories, and classrooms around the world. When Jesus looks upon humanity, he sees more than screens and satellites. He sees the reflection of his Father's creativity in us. Every scientist searching for a cure, every engineer building hope from metal and code, every teacher opening a child's mind to wonder. He sees people taking what he placed in them, intelligence, compassion, and courage, and using it to lift others up. He sees the blind seeing through laser surgery, the lame walking through prosthetics, the lonely finding community through technology, and the hopeless finding faith through digital voices that carry his message farther than any preacher in history ever could. And when he sees all of this, the cooperation, the innovation, the love in action, Jesus smiles because he knows his children are finally understanding what he meant when he said, "You will do even greater things than these." So, if you have a problem today, maybe you're facing something painful, a diagnosis, a loss, a failure, a fear that feels too heavy. Remember this: you are living in the best moment in all of human history to face it. You have resources your ancestors could never have imagined. You have the collective wisdom of centuries, the technology to help find, and the Savior who still walks beside you in spirit. He has not changed, but the tools he gave us have grown. And he looks upon this generation, full of flaws, yet bursting with potential, and he is pleased. Because even though the world is noisy and complicated, his people are still learning, still healing, still creating light from the dust. And maybe right now, he looks at you and whispers, "You see, I'm still making miracles. This time, I'm doing it through you." God bless you, my friends. Bye-bye.